Okay, so restarting. This is our new podcast. JOYS3CK, JOYS3CK.
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 We are
It will be easier on the name, on the description. My name is Arthur. I'm here with Kamui
Hey!
and Felipe.
Hello.
So
Call me Revo, please.
this podcast will be uploaded to Kamui's YouTube channel and on Spotify. This is the English version. We have a Portuguese version, Brazilian Portuguese, and we are already sorry for the bad English.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, and that's not a problem actually, because
Yeah.
we're not native English speakers or
And
whatever.
this is also a way for us to get better on speaking English.
Yeah, we have to train. So
And
Yeah.
let's
our
practice.
podcast is about video games, and as we say, we already had the Portuguese version. We're gonna talk about the E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo. And okay, let's start with Microsoft and 14 exclusive games that were
Meh.
kind of let down.
Yeah.
A lot of indies, a lot of Asian MMOs and RPGs that don't really stick the landing, I believe. I'm gonna have to wait a little to see, but basically didn't really care much about that. And we have the big franchises of Microsoft that also did nothing, didn't show nothing, and we didn't have a real gameplay video. And we're talking about, of course, Gears of War, Halo, and Battletoads.
Yeah, Battletoads sucks a lot.
I mean, like I said, the first time, like I said in the Portuguese version, the first time I saw the trailer, whatever the gameplay, I kind of like it, but then I watch it again and meh, weird. The art style, the gameplay,
That's horrible in
Yeah.
so many ways.
levels.
And
yeah.
Gears of War, come on, guys. We were waiting for something, and we didn't get any real gameplay.
Mhm.
Only CGI trailers and some kind of esport multiplayer. That, come on, yeah. Do you really care about that? I mean, Gears of War, it's a story-driven game. At least it was. The multiplayer was kind of an add-on, an extra thought. And also Halo, the biggest franchise on Microsoft portfolio, that didn't show nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the videos were okay, like they were very beautiful and well animated, or whatever, but no gameplay. So I don't know what to expect or whatever.
Yeah, I think the as we talk about it on the Portuguese version, the Game Pass extension or upgrade, if you so, was the great highlight from Microsoft. That now Game Pass will include the PC and we'll have all these new titles on day one. So if you're not in Brazil and you pay in dollars, it will be $14.99.
15.
15. Yeah.
Microsoft showed a lot of stuff, but also showed nothing.
Yep.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
The single console maker on the E3 that had all the show for itself and didn't show anything really
So nothing
memorable.
really relevant. So
Yeah.
it has nothing to talk about.
We'll pass on Bethesda. That was the second presentation, second conference on the first day. And yeah, we had some Fallout 76 Battle Royale.
Yeah. Fallout
Wow.
76.
For the
Fortnite.
sixth person that still
Fallout
play this
Fortnite.
shit.
Well.
Okay, so
It says a lot.
yeah. So okay, we had a lot of updates for the Fallout game that nobody plays. A lot of updates about the new expansion for Elder Scrolls Online that some people play.
Yeah.
And some very weird and out of place mobile games. But the real meat on Bethesda was surely Doom Eternal and Wolfenstein Youngblood. I guess we can talk a little more about that.
Well, I talk about in the Portuguese version about Doom. It's one of my favorite games of all times. I play a lot when I was a kid. So I think it will be a good game.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
If it's like the first one, the new
2016.
2016 Doom, I think it's gonna be amazing. I didn't play, but I watched a lot of people playing, and it's decent. It's very good. Yeah, frenetic and
It's crazy.
fast and
It's really amazing.
intense.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really intense.
And we have Wolfenstein that will have a co-op campaign. It's a sequel for the Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus. And we will be playing with the twin daughters of BJ Blazkowicz. Fucking awesome name. But yeah, that's it. Co-op Wolfenstein game where we can kill Nazis. It
Yeah.
will be awesome.
And
Awesome.
again, I don't play
Shooters.
so much, so I think Arthur and Revo will enjoy more.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm looking forward to play Doom.
And now we go to the Master Race section. I mean the PC Gamer presentation.
I still don't get the Master Race stuff, but okay.
It's because we are much more involved.
There you go.
So okay, the PC presentation conference, whatever, they showed a lot of indie games and very experimental games, like some weird RTS. But I think the highlights for this conversation that we selected, it's surely Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2,
That's amazing.
Yeah, really amazing.
Baldur's
Amazing.
Gate 3,
I
and
love Baldur's Gate.
and the Outer Wilds. It's the new Obsidian game. And these are the big three highlights that we had from the PC gamer presentations, other than Borderlands, that it's a monster of its own. So we'll talk a little more about Borderlands soon.
Mm-hmm.
But for now,
And-
Bloodlines.
Yeah, Bloodlines. I mean, I played a little bit of the first game a long time ago, and I used to play the table RPG, the book, whatever.
Mhm.
D&D.
No, it's not.
Vampire the
That's
Masquerade.
Vampire the
yeah.
Masquerade,
I
it's
used to
another
play-
system.
I used to play
yeah, yeah.
a lot when I was a teenager, and it looked good. Looks awesome. There is a new gameplay video they posted, I think, yesterday.
Yep.
Or today? Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Looks amazing. Looks way better than the first game. Like, of course, the first game is from, I don't know, it's old already.
It's almost 20 years. Maybe more.
Yeah,
Maybe more.
I don't remember.
PC?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. It was released on PC.
I think
You
it's
have-
2003.
Yeah, you can get the first game on GOG Galaxy for,
Or Steam.
For a very good price. It's
Especially
interesting.
if you wait for some sales.
I
Yeah.
never have played, but I looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm
And-
curious about.
Okay, Baldur's Gate.
I love
the
Baldur's
third.
Gate. I say that, but I say
The
again.
guys from Larian Studios, the Divinity guys, Divinity Original Sin, are taking now Baldur's Gate.
I play a lot of Baldur's Gate on PS2. A lot. really a lot. So I'm looking really forward to play again. And I think it will be...
They haven't showed any gameplay yet,
Yeah,
but
I'm hyped enough.
yeah, if any of you have saw some gameplay or maybe played Divinity Original Sin 2 or
I
even
just
the
played
original one,
Yeah, played the original.
you know that the guys that are behind the development are awesome, and
Yeah.
this Baldur's Gate has everything to be even more awesome than Divinity.
Yeah.
That's why I'm really
Hyped.
hyped to play the game.
The
It
new.
will be
Yeah.
really awesome.
I have played the second game, but a long time ago, so I can even remember. But I remember how popular it was
Yeah,
back
it
in the
was really
day.
popular.
Everybody played, everybody was talking about the game, so it's important, very important and very big.
And if you want to get it, I suggest you to wait for a sale on Steam because the collection, about the remaster collection, are on the Steam store for you to buy. Or the remaster will come for PlayStation and Xbox in the near future. I don't remember the dates.
It's this year, but
This
I don't
year,
Yeah,
yeah,
remember.
but
it's
I
this
don't
year.
remember,
It's
yeah.
2019,
I don't
but
remember the exact
I
date.
don't remember the date.
It's gonna be with
Neverwinter.
together, never with
Baldur's Gate
uh,
1,
yeah.
2, and Neverwinter Nights.
Good, cool.
So that's a catch.
That's a good pack. Yeah.
And Outer Wilds, the new first-person RPG from the Obsidian guys. Those guys that, if you don't remember, they made Elder Scrolls Oblivion and Fallout New Vegas and Pillars of Eternity.
I
Pillars
wanna
of
play
Eternity.
this game.
It's very much like Baldur's Gate.
No, okay, no, I remember. Yeah, I remember. I
But
never
I think
played,
that-
but I remember.
Yeah, but I think that the Outer Wilds, it's more the Outer Wilds worlds,
It's
Wilds
okay.
worlds. Sorry
Wilds.
for the mistake. Well, it's more like a Fallout in space and good, not like 76. So I'm really looking forward to it. Seems to be it's gonna be a very nice RPG with many story related branches for choices. And yeah, that's it.
Okay.
I think
Nice.
that we can talk about this little looter shooter called Borderlands.
Little?
little, this little monster,
Yeah. Nobody cares actually, right?
the big fucking daddy of looter shooters.
Yeah.
Before they all got destroyed by Destiny and the Division.
Actually, I'm playing Borderlands 2
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing again
right
too.
now, so I'm really hyped for the Borderlands 3.
Yep,
It's an
the
amazing
Handsome
game.
Collection is the free
It's
game.
available on PS
Yes,
Plus.
it's the
Yeah.
free game from
So guys,
PSN Plus.
if you wanna play,
Do it.
because Borderlands is
Yeah,
a
it
really
has
awesome.
all the DLCs and expansion packs from Borderlands 2 and the pre-sequel.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's the
Claptrap. I love Claptrap.
Claptrap.
We love Claptrap.
Yeah, who
And
doesn't?
we are all hyped for the third game. And
Confirm.
Borderlands deserves its own podcast, its own program.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we will leave this honorable mention here. And we go to the Ubisoft conference.
Mm-hmm.
The most random conference ever.
As always.
As always.
Yeah, as
This
always.
time we don't have Assassin's Creed, but we had some surprises. The Ubisoft is maintaining their business model of games for service as a service. So we had a lot of expansions for Rainbow Six Siege, For Honor, and The Division 2. That are the three big franchises that people somehow still give money to them.
Mm-hmm.
And as the new real new games from Ubisoft, we had a new Rainbow Six that it's kinda Siege but kinda not. Rainbow
Three-player
Six
games, quarantine.
Quarantine. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember
Yeah,
either.
it's for 3 players and you play together.
Yes, it's
Okay.
gonna
Kinda
be
left
some.
for that.
Yes,
Okay.
it's gonna be
Alright.
PVE.
All right.
And we had already announced
Ghost Recon?
pre-3 Ghost Recon, the breaking point with the
With
Punisher
the
guy.
Punisher.
That it's awesome. And the real surprise for a game that
Watch Dogs Legion.
yeah, for a game that nobody really liked in the past, but now it's kind of awesome.
They
Watch
changed
Dog
a lot-
Legion.
They changed a lot of things in Watch Dogs, so it's really
Yeah, it's a little
seems-
cyberpunk
yeah, it
with
seems
drones.
really nice right now. So I mean,
You can see that compared to the first game, they improved a lot.
Yep.
And compared to the second game, that was a huge improvement on the first game. It's another big improvement because
Yeah.
they changed like everything, like the way you play,
Yeah.
and now you can control
Yeah,
random
As we said
NPCs
before
and-
on the Portuguese version, sorry for the mention every
That's
time,
okay.
but the first Watch Dogs was kind of boring.
Yeah.
It was not a bad game, but it was boring.
Watch Dogs 1 is
Yeah.
not a good game.
Yeah, they
But-
had those stores with the downgrade
downgrade,
yeah.
and stuff.
But the
Watch
game
Dogs 1
But the game
sucks.
itself, it was very boring. Now the second one it was GTA with cell phones. So
I didn't play, so
yeah, so
Yeah, I haven't played the
I'll
second
keep
one
to
either.
myself.
So.
yeah, okay, so yeah, whatever. Play GTA 5. But these new Watch Dogs seems to be very interesting because they add this crazy mechanics that you can recruit any NPC on the street.
and
you
it
can-
has permadeath.
Yep.
If you die,
If you die,
you're
you
dead.
get other character to
Yeah,
play
from
with.
your group, whatever.
Yes, for your
Yeah.
resistance group.
Yeah.
And if you, I don't know if they show that or it will be possible to just lose everyone on your
Probably
crew.
yes.
But
Probably
it will
yes.
be kinda,
obscure, the obscure games.
Yep.
Yeah,
If you die 4 times, it's game over.
probably something
would
like
be
that.
nice.
And
But-
then they show that you could play as an old lady.
Yeah, the old lady, the
Man,
old lady
that-
rules.
A granny with firearms.
Yes, that was and that shock weapon, whatever.
Taser.
Taser,
The
yes,
taser.
the
gun.
taser. Jesus, that was amazing. That was awesome.
Granny with taser.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Sensational.
Yeah.
But we got missing the greatest game of all time from Ubisoft that was Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Prince of Persia. Sorry.
Well,
Dude, monkeys with jetpacks.
yeah,
Prince of Persia.
Nothing
And pigs.
beats
A
monkeys
prince
And
from
pigs.
Persia.
and pigs.
yeah, and pigs.
Smoking
Yeah.
pigs. So now I believe this is the part where Kamui and Revolts are most excited because it's the Square Enix conference. And you know what we are going to talk about. It's not that crazy spiky hair JRPG. It's the Avengers time. Ew, that are so ugly. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, the gameplay is fine, I guess.
I like
They-
the gameplay.
Yeah, me too. They didn't show
A
so
lot,
much.
but it seems.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of
Could
watched
be
the leak
really
footage.
Yeah.
Picture. You have to look
And like
About-
each character plays different ways and
it seems we have 3 types of gameplay.
mhm.
For Iron Man and Thor, it's kind of like a shooter,
Third person.
Yeah,
shooter.
hack slash.
Yeah, hack
whatever.
slash for Hulk and Captain America, and a kind of something stealthy for Black Widow. So it seems nice.
Yeah, I mean, but
But we still don't know how
Yeah.
it will be. They didn't really
show.
show a lot, and it just seems that it will have microtransactions, but we don't know what
Mhm.
will be. And yeah, that's it. Guys, just so we were clear, on the Portuguese version, we kind of put some games that are not from Square, but were on the presentation.
Mhm.
So yeah, okay, we know that some of the games are not Square.
Like
Yeah.
Code Vein
And
Dying
Elder-
Light, and
yeah.
Phantasy Star,
Elder Ring,
so
But they were on
Tales of
the
Arise.
Square's conference, so we are talking about them on this
Mhm.
section.
Yeah.
And it's Code Vein time, anime Dark Souls.
Well, I like Dark Souls and I like anime, so I'm
And crazy
really hyped
big
for
ass
this game.
boob cheeks.
I mean, I want to play, but I think I'll wait. And again, it's animes, Dark Souls, and vampires, and
Yeah.
looks awesome.
And big boobs.
And big boobs.
I like.
And violence.
I like.
And gore.
I like.
Yeah,
A lot of
I love
gore.
gore.
A lot of
Yeah.
gore.
And I hope it's good. It seems that it's gonna be good, or at
The
least
graphics
decent.
are very awesome.
Yeah, the
And
anime.
it could become a series, so
Mm-hmm.
you could have
Probably
more
will.
games
Probably will.
Yeah,
like Dark Souls.
Dark Souls.
So I hope it will be a really good game.
Yeah.
Tales of Arise.
I don't like the Tales series, like I told you in the Portuguese version, but Tales of Arise, it has something different.
Mm-hmm.
So it caught my attention, and I think will be a game that I will really like to play.
Yeah. Same here. I'm not a fan of the Tales series. I have played some of the games, and but I mean, this one looks like they're going to try to make the Western audience to enjoy, like, because the other ones are very Japanese JRPG style of gaming, and this one looks more modern.
Like Star
Uh,
Ocean and East.
yeah, and the graphics are way better. The open
really,
world
really
is beautiful. The animations
The
and
gameplay
the
is really
gameplay. I think they improved the battle system because it was good already, but looks better now, more fluid and more hack and slashy, I guess. It looks good. It looks interesting. We're gonna probably keep an eye on this game. And
Phantasy
next is
Star.
Phantasy Star Kamui.
yeah,
It's up to you.
Yeah, Phantasy Star Online 2 was already released in Japan. I played a little bit on the PS4. Um, it's a very good online game, but I don't like so much. I didn't like so much. I prefer the Dreamcast ones. And but let's see. At least one more game that they are bringing to the West. And it was an Xbox One exclusive, but today they revealed that they're gonna release for the Switch and PS4 probably, and probably Steam. So yeah, it's one more good JRPG, online JRPG, but
Gonna have to wait.
it didn't catch my
never-
attention so much.
Never played Phantasy Star, so
Yeah, I of course I prefer the old ones that weren't online, but anyways, new times,
new games.
new games, yeah.
And
Alright.
Dying Light. It's darn.
Well, I play a little bit from Dying Light 1. And I like it, but it's
Yeah, I never played
really
this, so I don't know
repetitive.
what to
So
say.
I had a very bad experience with
Yeah, I don't
Dead
like so
Island,
much.
and I don't really cared about the first Dying Light. Just I don't really care about the second Dying Light. So I don't know.
I really hope it will be a
I mean,
good
it has
game,
this
because
twist thing where your character is infected and all, but yeah,
I don't know what to
if you
expect,
like,
'cause-
okay.
Yeah.
I think will be a generic game like Dead Island and
Yeah,
whatever.
Yeah.
So it's
Perhaps
a
there
bit
are some-
whatever.
Perhaps they can do something kind of cool with faction systems and stuff. I mean, the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games brought this Nemesis system that nobody really used. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
someone tried
need
to
to
do
wait.
something fun.
Yeah, we need to wait.
But
Yes.
now the big motherfucking game of Square, it's Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
The remake of Reimagine of whatever that Square don't know what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
They don't know how to market. They don't know how many parts it will be. We just know that it's awesome. It's beautiful, and we got Tifa and Sephiroth.
Yeah, and finally they showed some gameplay with
Yeah.
other characters
Besides
Cloud and
Barrett.
Barrett seems really nice, but Tifa
Yeah, Tifa
Tifa
is
is a
amazing.
goddess.
Yeah.
She's really amazing, and well, it's the most anticipated game for me
For me too.
in this E3 because well, I played Final Fantasy VII when I was a kid, so
Mhm.
You
my
almost-
PS1 broke down
Yeah.
after 13 hours unstoppable playing this game. So it means a lot to me because of my childhood memories and stuff. So please, Square,
Don't
fuck
forget
this
it.
up.
Don't
do a
forget
good
it.
job, please.
Yeah, and
We're gonna talk much more about Final Fantasy VII on a next
Yeah, we will make
Podcasts.
a podcast only about Final
Yeah.
Fantasy 7 because we had a lot to
Yeah.
talk and a lot of ideas and what will come next. So we'll do something specific for Final Fantasy 7.
And another thing, it's not the favorite from the fan base, but you can't deny the importance
Yeah.
of this game, the story,
Yeah.
and the history of gaming,
Mm-hmm.
because it revolutionized a lot of things.
Yeah, it
Yes.
has some importance for the video games, and we have to always talk about that.
Yeah, because without Final Fantasy VII, we wouldn't have the other ones and the way they
Yeah.
And
they
it
were
was the
They
one
changed
game-
all the kind of JRPG.
Yeah.
But also was the one game that popularized the 3D games.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
True.
3D
I mean, it was one of the
RPGs.
first, but it popularized.
Yeah.
It
It
showed that
the
it was
most
possible.
popular game.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
Especially because back in the day, the graphics were awesome, like the cutscenes.
All the circles and
Yes.
triangles. Oh my god, triangles.
But the cutscenes, like the
So
many
cutscenes were
polygons.
the highlights for most of people. Yeah.
So now, just some random games from the many presentations that we selected, because we
There were a lot of
Yeah,
games.
there are a lot of games, and
But we'll talk
some of
about
them-
the games we really like or we expecting something. So
before, of course, we talk about the real show stealer that was the Cyberpunk.
no, it was Keanu Reeves.
It was Keanu Reeves.
But okay, Dragon Ball, the Kakarot saga series, wherever that.
Yeah.
Like I told you in the Portuguese version, I'm still waiting for the RPG from the Dragon Ball RPG.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, it shouldn't
it
have
become
been
a-
this, but
yeah.
Yeah, we were
Kind of is-
expecting
But the
that.
fight is in all 3D like Xenoverse, so it's a big whatever now. I
Yeah,
don't care.
for me too. For me
Ghostwire Tokyo and the Kawaii the Zoo presentation.
I think it will be a good game, but
Mhm.
They didn't
didn't
show
show
anything,
nothing.
just the
But
trailer.
I like the trailer, and I
Me
think
too,
it could be a lot of potential.
It looks very different and
Yeah.
interesting, like creative, I think. But
Like, guys
again,
with
we don't know what to
umbrellas
expect.
who still ever people's souls, so
Hmm
they have umbrellas. I like umbrellas.
Since you said Souls, what about
Naruto.
another Souls game that is not a Souls game, but is from the guys that made Souls game,
From software.
From Software and the Elder Ring
And Game of Thrones.
and Game of Thrones.
Writer.
Yeah,
What's
Okay,
his
so-
name again?
George
George
R.
Martin.
Martin
Okay.
is writing the lore, not the story specifically, but the lore.
Hmm
I mean,
Yeah, all the
he
game
worked on
lore and
the
the word
script of the game,
was really
but the lore
admired.
it's his.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah.
George
Cool.
Martin writes the.
It looks interesting. Like again, they didn't show any
They didn't show
gameplay.
nothing, only a trailer, but the trailer seems
Yeah.
really
And
amazing.
it was a CGI trailer.
Yeah.
It was not in game.
Yes, exactly.
So it's
But it was very beautiful.
Really.
Yes.
And kind of disturbing.
and we
Yeah.
had perhaps the only game from EA that it will finally be good.
FIFA 20.
You wish. It's
Revo is gonna buy day one.
FIFA Street.
FIFA
It's
Streets.
the
Oh my
Star
God.
Wars Jedi Fallen Order from the guys that made Titanfall and that other battle royale that tried to beat Fortnite.
Like I told you again,
Apex?
it's an Uncharted.
Apex.
It's an Uncharted with
Laser swords.
yeah,
Yeah.
lightsabers.
Laser
Lightsabers.
swords.
Now lightsabers.
Lightsabers.
Come on.
Just kidding, I really love Star Wars.
It's Uncharted
And the
with
new
the
fanfic
Force.
movies.
Oh,
Yeah, like Arthur and Havel, they like Star Wars more than me. I don't know
I love you, Darth
so
Vader.
much about Star Wars. I like, but for me, it's nothing special. I'm
Not a
sorry.
big fan.
Yeah, exactly. But I like the game. I like the trailer, the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay was awesome.
I really mind.
I might play it because it looks very
It's an action
darn
game.
fun and
Yeah.
whatever. Yes. Okay.
Christ Tales. Kamui.
Yeah, it's a 2D artistic 2D RPG, turn-based RPG. It looks amazing. Like I'm really interested. I'm really looking forward to play it. It's gonna be released on next year. I don't know when, but it's nice because it's so beautiful. The art style is amazing, the animation, and
It's really beautiful.
the music is awesome too. I still have to watch the video that they released today with 20 minutes, I think, of gameplay. And it's interesting because you play at the same time in the present, the future, and the past. Let's see what happens with this mechanic. I don't know, but looks interesting. Yeah, looks creative, different. So, the next one.
Panzer Dragon,
With
another
you again.
Yeah, with me again.
another choice.
Yeah, Panzer Dragoon was one of the first games, or I think the first game released for the Sega Saturn. It's a shmup where you mount a dragon, whatever, and you have to shoot everything and kill everybody.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yeah. For the Saturn, it had two sequels, Panzer Dragoon 2 and Panzer Dragoon Saga. There was an RPG that was awesome. But sadly, this remake
will not include the two games. Just one.
Just the first. It's the remake of the first game made by Sega.
Goddamn capitalists.
But besides, it's very beautiful. It's only gonna be released for the Switch. They say that it might be released for Steam, but
if Epic don't steal
yeah,
first.
but I'm not sure because some of the other Sega games that were released for the Switch, like Fanstar, the first one,
they're all on Nintendo.
they are only on the Switch, so
Nintendo.
it might not happen. And I'm very sad that I probably won't be able to play this, but at least I will be able to play on YouTube.
And well, since we are talking about Switch exclusives or not, the Nintendo Direct, that okay,
We can
we
talk
have
about
some.
Pokemon Shield and Sword. It seems really nice.
Sorry, it's Sword and Shield. I write it wrong.
Yeah, it's Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
Sword and Shield.
I write it wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, whatever.
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 The shield
Yeah.
and the sword.
Potato,
Whatever.
potato.
And we can talk about that. It seems really nice because of the raids. You can play with friends. And
Looks like that they are changing the formula for good, like open world
Yeah.
and stuff.
I like the new special Pokemons.
The giant Pokemons.
Yeah, the Mewtwo from this game. The two kind of dogs. I like it.
I like it too. It looks interesting. It looks promising. Let's see what happens. Yeah. They said that there's only one thing that is kind of polemic right now about that.
Kind of bummer, actually.
Yeah, because
The regional Pokemon.
Yeah, only that.
It won't be the other region Pokemons, only the...
The game
From
mode.
It will have some
Sword
kind of
and
integration
Shield.
with the Pokemon Go, but the Pokemons will kind of be blocked for the
It
regions.
will be the new generation.
Yeah.
You won't be able to
Get the
capture the other Pokemon.
Yeah,
So,
probably only
the older
Pikachu.
ones.
Yeah.
So,
just the popular guys.
Yeah.
It doesn't have any Charizard and Psyduck, I won't play, so...
I'm
Well-
not a really big Pokemon fan, so, and I don't have a Nintendo Switch, so
Yeah.
whatever.
None of us have.
But it's nice to see what Nintendo is doing, especially for the ports. The most important one for me, it's The Witcher 3. The Wild Hunt. It's coming to the Switch, and it's kind of a big deal. I mean,
Yes,
I
it
don't
is.
have a Switch, but I am a very big fan of the Witcher series, and it's very incredible how they are
Really?
porting.
You
Yeah.
are? I didn't
Do you
know.
like
We're gonna have a
The
very-
Witcher? Oh
we're
my
gonna have a
God.
Witcher program.
I didn't know that.
I'm gonna have a Witcher only program. Don't know. Don't
Witcher
worry.
Beach.
Witcher Beach.
I'm a girl, bitch.
Now, we can
And-
talk about Zelda.
Zelda, the
Yeah.
new Link to the Past.
Link Awakening.
No, Link
Link
Awakening.
Link Awakening,
The
sorry.
remake, it seems really, really, really beautiful.
And cute.
And cute.
And
So
very
very
cute.
cute.
Very
But the
cute.
graphics are, the art style and the graphics are fucking amazing.
Yeah, it will be a really nice game.
And that maybe expansion, maybe sequel from the Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it would probably a sequel.
It's a sequel,
from
It's a
I
sequel,
guess.
but
Breath of the
yeah,
Wild.
whatever.
It's like you were saying, it's similar to what happened to
Ocarina of
Ocarina of Time and Majora's
Majora's
Mask,
Mask.
probably. But that's not a bad thing.
No,
at all.
not at all.
You know?
Because Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask is one of the
Best Zelda games ever.
Ever,
So,
yes.
And Ocarina of Time is one of the best games ever.
Exactly, not only
And
Zelda
it
games.
has a very interesting remaking on Unreal Engine from independent
Yeah, I saw it.
company.
Let's hope that Nintendo
Don't strike down. Because I want to play that game.
Yeah.
And
So,
we can talk about
okay.
Smash Bros.
Oh,
Banjo
Yeah, Smash
Kazooie.
Bros.
Banjo-Kazooie, finally. People were waiting.
Yeah,
People
we'll
were
be-
dying for it. So
It seems really a character who needs to be in Smash Bros.
Yeah, I agree.
They have the feeling there.
I agree, and I'm glad that it
Nice.
finally happened.
Yeah.
For me, there's some kind of testing the audience, because they put the character there on the Smash just to see how many people are excited up for it. And okay, these people are good enough to buy a new product, so we'll launch a new Banjo-Kazooie.
Maybe it's possible. It's possible.
Maybe.
And also, in the Nintendo conference, we had the Secret of Mana collection.
Yep.
That you have the 3 games, especially the third game that was never released in the West. They translated the Super Nintendo game.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Trails of Mana, that is the remake of the third game. That at first I thought it was going to be a Switch exclusive, but no, it's going to be released for the PS4, Steam,
Mm-hmm.
and I really want to play that.
But we
A
didn't
lot.
get any footage, even a
Oh,
CGI trailer
yeah, I forgot
for
about it.
Bayonetta.
I forgot about
Come
it.
on,
I was
Nintendo.
expecting-
Bayonetta, come
Come
on.
on, you know.
BDSM witches, man. Come on.
It's been a while that...
I don't care about Bayonetta.
Ah,
Whatever.
shut up.
She's awesome.
Yeah,
She's hot.
and awesome.
I wish
And
the
awesome.
second game would come for the PC, at least for the Steam.
No.
But that ain't gonna happen because
That's
Nintendo.
why I have it.
So you're breathtaking.
No. You're
No,
breathtaking.
you are
No,
breathtaking.
You are breathtaking.
No, this goddamn
Now
game is
we'll-
breathtaking.
We're gonna talk about
Keanu-
Cyberpunk
And Keanu Reeves.
and Keanu
And
Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, of course. The
It
star
was-
of this E3.
I
This
think-
E3.
Goddamn.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the most beautiful part from
It was-
E3.
it was epic.
Yeah, it was really.
It was epic. Yeah.
It seems that this gameplay, it was not gameplay, but was a cutscene, but it was in-game cutscene.
Mhm.
So that was the game's graphics.
Yeah.
Maybe the final product kinda get a downgrade.
Yeah,
we
it
don't
could
know.
change.
Perhaps it will, because it's come on, really.
But it seems really beautiful. It's
Mhm.
really beautiful.
And
Really well
It-
made.
probably will get the same treatment that we saw last year with the Cyberpunk video that we get from YouTube. That we know that the Cyberpunk team showed 50 minutes of gameplay in closed doors.
Mhm.
So we will be waiting for this 50 minutes to be released on YouTube, and then we will talk about it on a only program for Cyberpunk.
Mhm.
But for now, the game, it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's goddamn awesome.
It
It's
looks good.
and
Yeah, it has a lot of potential.
yeah,
Mhm.
you just we just need to remember that although it's first person, it's not a first person shooter.
Mhm.
We know. Okay, it has shooting, it has guns and abilities and
Guns
everything,
blazing.
but it's an RPG first.
Mhm.
And yeah, damn.
And that's one of the reasons that I want to play it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because I don't
I'm
like
curious
first-person
about it.
The
shooters.
pacifist path.
Yeah.
Path.
No, I like to kill, but that,
I mean,
that's
Man,
not gonna happen.
Spider arms. You can have spider arms.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm curious about it because it seems to be a really enthusiastic game.
And
you
different.
can play a lot of different ways. You can shoot everybody, and could be the Pope. So
And then you have those
Yeah.
the choices.
Yeah,
Yes.
everything has.
I mean, like The
consequences.
Witcher 3 ain't gonna revolutionize the industry in nothing, but just as The Witcher gives some evolution on the way the companies and the developers do RPGs, I think that Cyberpunk will be another mark, just like The Witcher was.
Yeah.
Because it has some very interesting mechanics on the quest system. But as again, we're gonna talk about it on
Another
program.
podcast, yeah.
We will make a podcast only for
Only for
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
It
And
has a
Keanu
lot
Reeves.
to-
And Keanu
Yeah, and Bill and Ted 3. Yes.
Okay, some
Exclusive.
bonus games that we did on the Portuguese version that I just forgot.
I remember one.
Mhm.
The Last of Us 2.
The Last of Us is Sony.
Yeah.
We didn't
We're
talk
gonna
about
We're
it.
gonna see on the
this
Sony
year, but-
presentation
Yeah.
next month.
I don't know.
And which game?
Uh,
But I miss.
But I
no,
remember
no.
that we had some The Surge 2
Yeah.
that it got a little better than the first one. I like the first one, especially because I got it free on PSN.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember if I think it didn't. I was so stupid. Whatever. I think it didn't get the game. So whatever.
But
forgot.
okay, so
That's it, I guess.
final considerations.
Let's
Perhaps
talk about
our
our top 3.
Top 3.
we're gonna pick the same games that we did on the Portuguese version.
Probably, yes.
I hope so. I
Probably,
still, I
yes.
think, I guess.
I will not change. So
Yeah. So yeah.
Arthur, you can start. You're the
Okay.
host.
start.
So
For me, it has to be Cyberpunk, Borderlands, and Other Wilds. They are the show for me.
You didn't change.
mhm.
You keep. Okay. Kamui.
I think I was.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, of course. Trails of Mana. And...
You forgot. You forgot.
You forgot the first time.
Oh yeah, I forgot to talk about that.
He
Fuck.
changed.
No, but I told that.
No, not in the top 3.
Yes, I did.
No.
The top 3, yes. I forgot to
Yes.
talk about the game.
Oh yeah, sorry,
Yes.
my mistake. My mistake.
Yeah,
my
the top
mistake,
3,
guys.
Final Fantasy VII Remake, Trails of Mana, and Panzer Dragoon.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
I
Sorry,
probably
my
won't be
mistake.
able to play it, but anyways. Revo?
For me, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake, Doom,
Doom?
and Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate.
Is the top 3 for me.
Cool.
So
Very different tastes, but we share the same
Yeah.
love for video games,
Yeah.
so that's it.
So that's why we're doing this podcast. We love
Yeah.
to.
we are not
play.
journalists. We are the final customer.
Yeah,
of
we're
these
just
games.
some
Yeah.
guys who like to play and we like to play together. So I
And-
think, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah, it was
Put it
Revo's
on the
idea,
internet.
and I love this idea. I think Arthur liked it too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
So
And
just
that's it.
reminding you guys
Yeah.
that the podcast will be uploaded on Kamui's YouTube channel,
Come with
Yay!
play.
Kamui
and
Plays
we'll
channel.
have it on
Subscribe,
Spotify.
subscribe.
So subscribe on
Kamui
Kamui.
Plays.
And please subscribe on our profile on Spotify
Mhm.
that we'll be creating soon.
Yes. And again, if you have any suggestions for topics, whatever, you can leave a comment.
Mm-hmm.
And the link for this Spotify podcast
Yeah, we will create.
will
it.
be on the
description
of the video as well. All right. So that's it, I guess. Thanks everybody for watching. Actually, not watching, because I always say thanks for watching, but this time it's thanks for listening. I hope you'll enjoy it. And guys, want to say anything?
I want to say something
So say it,
from
man.
our. Thank you, Pingo.
I hate you so much.
Okay. I'm
Arthur
done.
says he hates us, but he loves us.
Yeah, we love Pingo.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we love Pingo. Arthur has
Okay.
a
So
Pingo's tattoo.
so fuck you.
Yeah.
So sorry for the bad English, but I think
It
we did
wasn't
okay.
bad. It wasn't
We
bad.
did okay.
It
We
was
did okay.
good.
We'll
I mean, on the
improve.
lives we
Over time,
got a little drunk, so maybe we did some bad English, but for the podcast we are kind of sober.
Guys, it was good.
Drunk, will talk better.
Your
Books on the table.
English is good, guys. Don't worry.
I'm
So,
rusty,
okay.
but okay, we'll.
Thanks for your little beautiful ears.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bingo,
Take care.
say hi.